everyone, welcome to Tathastu-ICS. I hope you all are doing good. Well, today we are going to talk about cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies which are a point of discussion for last couple of years for not only Indian authorities, Indian governments, but for the governments around the world. It's a matter of concern for central banks around the world, for the governments around the world. And now finally with the Delhi Declaration, with the G-20 summit's conclusion, successful conclusion, it has been said that finally there's a hope and there's a bright chance that the regulations will come out for these cryptocurrencies also. Okay, so today we are going to talk about that thing, the key takeaways from this G-20 summit for this growing technology, the cryptocurrencies and the blockchains which are related to it, and then we'll see it that what are the positives and the negatives of cryptocurrencies from different dimensions. Okay, so let us start, but before that, 4 beautiful courses have been designed by the Tathastu team. One is MSLV, Main Success Launch Vehicle. You can write beautiful, nice answers and the admissions are open here. Another one is PSLV, Prelim Success Launch Vehicle, and this is going to be launched very soon. Third one is NCERT Module, and registrations are open here, and we all know NCERTs are the basics of preparing for the UPSC or for state PCS or every competitive examination. NCERTs are the must. And then there's a philosophy optional. The new batch will start from 15th of September and it will be headed by Dr. Tannu Jain ma'am herself. Okay, these are the numbers you can contact and this is the address. Now we'll move forward. What is the news? So as I've said that for why last couple of years the growth of cryptocurrencies are there for last 10-11 years. Okay, for the very first time this cryptocurrency idea was proposed with a white paper which has been formed by a pseudonymous programmer, he or she, we don't really know, but the name was Satoshi Nakamoto, and we'll assume that he is a he, and he proposed that because as I always say that whatever happens, it always leads to something. Okay, so students must read a thing with the cause and its consequence effect. Okay, so there was a cause in 2008, there was a cause, a global financial crisis happened. We all know Lehman Brothers crisis, and because of that crisis, many people who were suspicious of the current monetary system, they thought that yes, this is the reality and maybe it's broken and there should be a new system. Okay, and amongst those people, one was Satoshi Nakamoto. He proposed a system that people can interact with each other without a middleman. Now the banks are the middlemen, and the idea of Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies. Now Bitcoin is the pioneer cryptocurrency, so I will say that Bitcoin, because the white paper was also regarding Bitcoin, and crypto and Bitcoin is totally different thing. We'll talk about that also. But I mean, Bitcoin is a form of cryptocurrencies, but not all of the cryptocurrencies. I think there are 4,000, 5,000 cryptocurrencies are out there in the market, and not everyone has a strong fundamental similar to Bitcoin or any other blue chip cryptocurrency. Okay, so the idea of Bitcoin was to eliminate the middleman, be it the bank or someone else, and to allow the people to interact in the physical transaction in peer-to-peer manner without a middleman, in an instant manner. Because right now also in India we have this luxury of UPI. Okay, I think you know that outside India, for people who are living in Australia, in United States of America, in Canada, it's a very alien, or in Europe it's a very alien concept. Okay, कि अभी पैसा भेजा, अभी मोबाइल में आ जाएगा या अभी अकाउंट में आ जाएगा. So it's a difficult, this is a thing which hasn't reached there, first thing. And secondly, if we talk about the banking system, that now also if you are going to transfer some money through the banking system and all, still it is taking, in few banks it is taking 2-3 days, 4 days for the salaries to get credited and the money to be transferred. Okay, so to solve this problem, this idea has been proposed in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, a pseudonymous programmer, and since then this whole idea of cryptocurrency where you can transact where people can transact between them without a middleman, and that too instantly, with this idea, this cryptocurrency came into being. And since then it has been proposed in 2008-9, and since then there have been many Bitcoin halving, there have been many cycles which were there. But after COVID, with the liquidity in the market, because many governments printed money, and with that printed money, people had the opportunity, people had the excess money in their pockets, in their bank accounts, to buy few things which maybe earlier they were quite conscious of buying it. Okay, so because there was liquidity, there was money in the market, there was money in people's pocket, so that money flew into the stock market, that money flew into the crypto markets. Okay, and that is why in last 2-3 years this crypto market is on a boom. But with the collapse of FTX, and there are many scams which have been there in the crypto industry, the regulation has been demanded. Okay, and now this was whole of this was a background, okay, background story. Then with this demand, now finally Indian government has been very Indian government was trying that there should be a regulation, although the story with the Indian government, there's a love-hate relationship with the cryptocurrencies. It began in 2018 when the RBI totally banned the cryptocurrencies, but in March 2020 the Supreme Court of India revoked that ban, and since then it has been realized by the governments across the world that the nature of cryptocurrencies is such, because it is borderless, so the nature of cryptocurrencies is such that maybe you cannot literally ban it. Okay, so that is why these regulations have been proposed on the sidelines of G20, and the push for a clear policy on crypto assets has gained global momentum during the Indian presidency at G20. Okay, India has been pushing for this thing for a very long time. A global consensus is emerging on the need for crypto assets regulation. IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the Financial Stability Board of G20s, at the request of Indian G20 presidency, they have proposed a paper about how to regulate the cryptocurrencies, and people are saying that maybe it's a good step, but for the people who are very much invested in the crypto industries, maybe that's not a very good project, because it has been seen that Argentina, as a matter of example, Argentina is a country where the government tried to switch towards the crypto industries, and then it has been said that the IMF, International Monetary Fund, tried to stop the loan or the speed of loan towards the Argentina. Okay, because they want the connected, because the IMF and these kind of global agencies, they want that current monetary setup, it should thrive and it should work properly. Okay, so the paper suggests that the outright ban on the crypto industries may not be the most effective approach because of the nature, as I've said, of the cryptocurrencies, because it is borderless. And the key takeaways are that during India's G20 presidency, a coordinated global approach to regulate cryptocurrencies and strengthen the multilateral development banks lending capacity was discussed. Okay, so two things have been discussed. One was a global approach should be there to regulate the cryptocurrencies. It has also been said by RBI governor and finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Okay, both of them have said that if we really want to regulate these cryptocurrencies, then the whole of the world, we have to come on a single table, and a single regulation needs to be made, because the nature is global, so the solution should also be global. Okay, and then there is a multilateral development bank which has promised that we will lend the money to the developed and underdeveloped countries, so that the people from these countries or the government and the agencies in these companies, they do not go towards these kind of new technologies. Okay, so the G20 lenders adopted the New Delhi Declaration, highlighting the vigilance regarding the risk posed by rapid development in the crypto asset ecosystem. Okay, so the declaration endorses the Financial Stability Board recommendation for regulating crypto asset activities, markets, and global stablecoin arrangements. Now, what is a stablecoin? So stablecoin is also a form of cryptocurrency. As I've said that there are almost 4,000 to 5,000 cryptocurrencies, and I guess not more than 40-50 they have been made with a good intent, and they have been made with a good technology and with a good team. Okay, so this is a huge gap which needs to be filled, and that is why there is a possibility of a pitfall that people may fall into it. So here, other than in these different sectors, one sector is a stable coin. Now, what is stable coin? It is also a form of cryptocurrency, but it is, as the name suggests, stable. How is it stable? Because it has been pegged to a certain thing, okay, certain currency or a certain asset. Now generally it has been pegged to a dollar. Stable coins, be it USD, there are multiple stable coins, USDT, USDC, BUSD, there are multiple stable coins, and because dollar is a global currency, although it's a different talking point that today countries of global south and many other countries are trying to push towards de-dollarization, but for now also in this point in time, the dollar is here to stay, and the stable coins are pegged towards one of the best stable currencies of the world, and that is dollar. Other than this, there are few other stable coins that have been proposed, like there's a stable coin which has been proposed by the government of Russia and Iran that will be backed by the value of a gold. Okay, so we'll talk about that some other time. So importantly, the consensus does not impose an outright ban on the cryptocurrencies, and it says that there needs to have a regulation. Now, as I said, that India has a love-hate relationship with the Bitcoin, exactly not love, it's more of like very much hate, less hate, and then it's okay ki we'll coexist, we'll try to coexist. So in April 2018, the Reserve Bank of India banned the banking system from crypto transactions, and the order, however, was struck down by Supreme Court in March 2020, and it eventually triggered a massive boom, although it collided with the liquidity which has been sent into the markets after the COVID. Okay, liquidity means the free money has been given to the people. You sit at home and the money will be provided. Generally this money was provided in United States, but as we say, when the US sneezes, the whole world catches the cold, and when US is healthy, when the markets of US is healthy, then the markets around the world, if they are not in a great bad situation, then they will also do good. Okay, so what is a cryptocurrency? So cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed for a use as a medium of exchange. Okay, as I said, a peer-to-peer transaction without a middleman in a quick, instant manner. Okay, in such a less time as possible. Ownership records of individual coins are stored in a computerized ledger. Now this computerized ledger is called a blockchain. Now what is a blockchain? So a blockchain is like a digital ledger, या फिर कहें कि एक बही खाता होता है. ठीक है. Now how does it work? Suppose there's a register in which you and me, we are having some sort of financial transaction, and then we record it, we write it down in that particular register, in that particular ledger. Now consider that register is a digital ledger. Okay, and everybody is able to see it, nobody is able to delete any kind of transaction, and every transaction will be recorded in that ledger. Okay, that is why it has been said that it is secure, it is transparent, and it is you cannot really erase the transactions from there, so it is reliable. Okay, so it utilizes the strong cryptography for secure transaction records, and this cryptocurrency, they control the coin creation and verifies ownership transfers. Okay, so one thing is that the storage is there, and the cryptography, there's a language. Cryptocurrencies are, they call it secure and everything because there is a sort of technology around it, that is cryptography, and these cryptocurrencies track the transactions which happen between two individuals, and these transactions are stored on a blockchain. Now blockchains, they are the chains of block. Okay, every transaction will be stored on a block, and then if another transaction has been done, then it will be stored on then another transaction will be stored. So there is a particular sequence to it. Every transaction will be stored, none will be skipped, because there are many people who are maintaining that register, who are maintaining that ledger. Okay, I hope you are able to understand it. Then the physical absence is there. Cryptocurrencies do not exist in physical form like the paper or the money, so there is no specific physical coin there. Okay, I think ये आप लोगों ने देखा है सब, पर इसे देख के confuse मत होना कि this is not the shape of the Bitcoin, it's an imagination. Okay, that there is a coin which is growing at a very good speed, so maybe it will look like a gold, and then there is a logo. Every cryptocurrency has a logo sort of thing. So this is the Bitcoin logo, this is the Dogecoin logo, and it is the Ethereum logo. So these are some different things, but these cryptocurrencies, they don't have a physical form, they don't have paper, they don't have money, and that is why it has been said that this is the reason that you cannot really print it. there many cryptocurrencies are there. For example, Bitcoin is there, that for like for a very long time, like ever, okay, there can't be more than 21 million bitcoins. Okay, you cannot mine it, and there's a limited cap on it. So if anything which is there in a limited supply and the demand is good for it, then the price will appreciate. The simple demand supply economics, so if that is around there, so that is the reason why the price of the Bitcoin rises and everything happens. Okay, so the decentralized, another thing is it is not issued by a central authority. Now, as I said, a peer-to-peer transaction without a middleman. The banks will not control it, and there would be no central bank which will be controlling the bank. Okay, decentralized control, it will operate with decentralized control, not relying on the centralized authorities or the banking system. Okay, let's move forward. Why has the government chose to regulate rather than ban the cryptocurrencies? Now, there are many reasons that why they have done it. One is said that the popularity among the public. Now, you'll be amazed that this cryptocurrency industry or this cryptocurrency idea, which is very new, for the first time it has been proposed in 2008, 2009, and now in 2023, although the good trading or the active trading has been started in 2013-14, so it's around 10-11 years, and there's been a case like the Bitcoin fraternity or the crypto people, they celebrate a pizza day, because there was a guy who bought 2 pizzas with 3,000 or some 30,000 bitcoins back in 2011 or 12. Okay, so that was the time it was used by the geeks, it was used by programmers, it was used maybe for illicit activities only, but now it's a global thing. Now it's a thing which can be accessed by someone who is sitting, like my friend who is in Bihar and Darbhanga, and he also invested like anyone else in India and around the world. He also invested in Dogecoin and Shiba Inu coin. Okay, and he is in severe loss also, so please be aware of that. But there is a popularity amongst the public. Okay, and that is the reason that in this election, the upcoming election of United States of America 2024, the two people from the Republican side, Donald Trump and Vivek Ramaswamy, these are the two people who are said to be the great contenders from the Republican side, and one of them is going to stand against Joe Biden if he's contesting next year. So both the Donald Trump, although he said that the Bitcoin is a bad thing, cryptocurrency is a bad thing 4 or 5 years back, but now he has launched his NFTs, which was based on the Ethereum blockchain. And the other person, the other guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, he's saying that Bitcoin is a very nice thing, and if I come into the power, then I'm going to support people to buy it, to trade it. Okay, and then there is a Democratic Party, Joe Biden belongs to it, and the Joe Biden says that I'm not going to allow the setup where the crypto traders are going to earn and they are going to transact between each other. Okay, so now there is a clear line, and on one side of the line there are people who are trying to support it, because they know that there are so many people who are affiliated to the cryptocurrency industry. Okay, another one is lack of evident threat. There is no clear evidence of the misuse of cryptocurrencies and their risk. Now it has been said that these are the things which have been broadly used by smugglers. It has been used for money laundering. Yes, it might have been used, and there's a good case, like whenever a technology comes for the first time, it has been used by illegal people who are indulged in illegal activities, then it goes to the government, and then it goes to the people, to the common masses. Okay, so the things could be there, that money laundering could be there, but there has been some reports, the pro crypto reports were there, which said that maybe the case for which it has been criticized, that it has been used by the money laundering and everything for financing the terror activities, back then when cryptocurrencies were not there, तब भी उसमें कोई कमी आई नहीं थी. ठीक है, people were supporting, people were getting their funds, terrorists were getting their funds, so there's not something new to it, even if it is being done. Okay, so that is why it has been said that there is a lack of evident threat. Third is boosting with the policy. The union government may also not want to kill the nascent crypto industry, which many believe can be a hub for financial innovation. Okay, now there are many cryptocurrencies, be it the Bitcoin. Some say that if Bitcoin is a digital gold, then the Ethereum one is which is the second largest cryptocurrency, is is the digital oil, okay, because there is a technology of smart contract which is based on the cryptocurrencies, and then there's a proof of consensus, like the Bitcoin works on the proof of work consensus. Ethereum works on proof of storage and on those consensus mechanism. And then this particular thing, the Ethereum, it has the particular idea of getting built upon something, okay. So it provides, the cryptocurrency industry provides a sort of financial innovation. Third is revenue generation. Fiscal revenue can be adversely impacted by increased tax evasion opportunities that cryptocurrencies can facilitate, okay. So another thing is capitalizing the market. The crypto wants to capitalize on the recent surge in the usage of cryptocurrencies to tax them and shore up its revenue, okay. Now if billions of transactions are happening, the transactions of billions of dollars are happening, then government will not say that do not do it, because the volume of money which is involved in it is huge. So rather banning it would be wise, and it has been said by the various governments and various reports of FSB and IMF that it would be wise to tax them, to tax 30-40%, and it would be a good amount in the pockets of government. Sixth is financial innovation. Blockchain technology has multiple uses beyond just facilitating cryptocurrency transactions. Now it has been said that these blockchain technologies or the smart contracts, it can, what is smart contract? Smart contract essentially means ये हुआ तो ये होगा, okay. अगर टाइम पे बारिश नहीं हुई तो लोगों किसानों को ये लोन मिल जाएगा, ओके. अगर इतना लोन चुका दिया गया तो इसके बदले में ये सारी चीजें जो हैं वो हो जाएंगी. If one requirement is fulfilled, is one condition is fulfilled, it will lead to another situation, another condition automatically, okay. That is smart contract, and that is also based on blockchain. Let's talk about this point, the revenue generation. So the fiscal revenue can be adversely impacted by the increased tax evasion opportunities that cryptocurrencies can facilitate, okay. So if these are not regulated, if these cryptocurrencies are not taxed, then the people who are dealing with them, then they will try to evade the taxes, and with the evasion of taxes, the revenue which could come to the government would be very less, okay. Let's move forward with the issues with the ban. That why, rather than banning the whole of cryptocurrency, something which has been tried by China multiple times, okay, not once, not twice, multiple times China have tried this, and the India has also tried it back in 2018, but then it has been realized that the nature is such that you cannot outrightly literally ban it. And the IMF report has also said this, that rather than banning it, because banning cryptocurrencies could be very costly, okay, it could prove very costly, and then there could be instances of tax evasions, okay. So it would be more suitable to regulate it. Now what is the issue with the ban? One is brain drain, okay. So the ban on cryptocurrencies is most likely to result in an exodus of both talent and business from India, similar to what happened after RBI's 2018 ban. Not only RBI, okay, the US government is also quite skeptical to the growth of cryptocurrency, and they are not the authorities in in the United States of America. Specifically, there's a guy called Gary Gensler, okay, he's the SEC chairman, Securities and Exchange Commission. So because it is not, the industry is not very much supportive right now in America, so many crypto companies are fleeing to Hong Kong and Dubai and Switzerland, okay. Specifically, Dubai is becoming the crypto capital of the world, okay. So it has been said that because these cryptocurrencies, it's a matter of a bit smart thing, and if these smart people who are related to it, if they flee from one country to another, then there is this problem which will be there, the brain drain problem. Another one is killing the financial innovation. A ban will deprive India or any other country who bans its entrepreneurs and citizens of a transformative technology that is being rapidly adopted across the world, okay. And this particular cryptocurrency, now a couple of days back there has been news that the Visa and MasterCard, we both are aware of it. We are aware both of it. Second point is killing financial innovation. Okay, a ban will deprive India, not only India, any country who bans cryptocurrencies, it will deprive that country, its entrepreneurs and citizens of a transformative technology that is being rapidly adopted across the world, and it has been adopted not only by mere mortals, not only by the citizens of that particular country, but some extraordinary companies like PayPal, like Visa, like MasterCard, they are exploring their niche in cryptocurrencies with the Solana and the Ethereum blockchain. Now there was a statement just yesterday by the founder of PayPal that we are trying to integrate Bitcoin with the current monetary setup, and this current monetary setup, the particular thing which we now follow is like the fax system, which was back in old days. The fax system was there. Current monetary setup is like that, and if we can integrate Bitcoin to that, then it can really enhance the efficiency. Okay, so these are maybe it is right, maybe it is wrong, we don't really know it. There are people who criticize it. Okay, this is the positive point, but these positive points have been said by the CEOs of PayPal and Visa, and similarly there are negative things which have been said by the RBI governors and many governors around the world, central bank governors around the world. Okay, so Buddha ka rasta apnao, just try to listen both the things. And there is a concern that this particular ban, it will kill the financial innovation and it will lead to brain drain. And there are some other concerns also. One is safety, cyber attacks and fraud is there. Just day before I told you a success story or a positive story from yesterday. Day before yesterday, what happened, that the second biggest cryptocurrency in the world, that is Ethereum. So the Twitter account of that the CEO, the co-founder of Ethereum has been hacked, and almost $500,000 has been stolen from his account. Okay, so and he is a big thing in cryptocurrency industry. So if he is not safe with the cyber attacks and the fraud, then there is a safety concern. Second is financial integrity. Now money laundering and evasion of capital accounts are there, and there was a guy who was called the crypto mogul, Sam Bankman-Fried. His trial will be started from this particular 12th of September or 13th of September, and the idea around FTX, it was considered very revolutionary. It was considered that after Bitcoin, after Satoshi Nakamoto, if there is a person who can really revolutionize the crypto industry, you must have seen it, the banners were there in the World Cup, India-Pakistan Cricket World Cup. So they had the money, but eventually it turned out to be a scam, a big scam, a scam of around $30 billion. So money laundering and tax evasion and these kind of scams through the people who are considered that they will bring some sort of revolution are also there in the cryptocurrency industry. So we as not only as a citizen of India, but as common people who could be the prey of these kind of activities. Third one is energy usage. Outsized energy needs to mine cryptos. Now with the mining, these crypto, specifically the Bitcoin, not every cryptocurrency would be mined. Only those cryptocurrencies could be mined who work on the proof of work consensus mechanism. Okay, now this is a thing of a different day, so we'll deal it in a different day. But with this mining, these are the minings which require huge computing powers, huge electricity powers. Okay, and that is why it has been said that it has a carbon footprint that is very negative. So another thing which goes against the setup of this cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin is that it has been used to mine, and that mining requires lots of energy, and that energy is against the environment and everything. So the conclusion is that there is no doubt that the acceptance of cryptocurrencies by the government is likely to be limited, because the idea of cryptocurrencies was that they will, back in 2008-2009 when the Bitcoin white paper has been released, it has been said that it will replace the current monetary setup. Okay, so no country is going to accept it in that particular form only, ki haan aa jao and replace us. Okay, while the cryptocurrency may be accepted as speculative asset, it is highly unlikely that they will be accepted as a full-fledged currencies competing against the currencies of a nation. there could be exceptions like El Salvador or few other small countries where the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies are legal tender. Not the cryptocurrencies, only few cryptocurrencies would be the legal tender. And to be specific, if I'm honest, that I don't think that beyond Bitcoin any other cryptocurrency could be a legal tender in any country, be it in any municipality for that matter, okay, because it is very volatile. But as we have seen that banning it is quite impossible, and with banning there are few other negatives which are attached to it. There are few positives which can be, if the governments around the world regulate the cryptocurrencies, then there are few positives which could be there for the governments also and for the citizens also. Well, this is September. In the month of October, just the next month, the Reserve Bank of Governors and the financial ministers are meeting to comprehensively make a report on these cryptocurrencies, and then we will discuss this whole thing again. But for now, the thing is that the G-20 members have agreed that there should be regulation, and there should be some strong regulation which should be there. Now we'll meet in the other class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.